Hello and welcome to my channel. It is December 26th, the day I'm releasing this video, and it is also December 26th in the game, but it is December 26th, 1356. That's right. We are playing with the 1356 timeline expansion mod. I also have the Ages Reformed mod because I really enjoy it. So I've been playing around with a couple of these. My map does look a little bit different. I'm running the what's it called? The Imperator Universalis graphics mod. I also have an event pictures mod and a couple other things. I will list them in the description for this video. But so today we are playing as Florence in 1356. Why Florence? I think it's a fun start. It's a fun start in regular EU4, and I think it's also a fun start in this one. You will notice though we do not have a Medici on our roller, so that is one of the goals of the series, is to get the Medicis in charge of Florence. We're also planning on trying to form Italy as well as the Roman Empire. So that is what we're going to do. So to start things off, let's see, we are going to turn off our castle for the time being to save us a little bit of money. We do have our normal missions from the base game of EU4, which means we won't be able to get this entire section of our mission tree until we get to the normal start date, because we need to have the Renaissance. But in the meantime, we can work our way down this path. So first things first, we're going to need to be making 12 Diplo mana a month. Which is going to be extraordinarily difficult, so we won't even be able to do that right away. So I do think this is a very fun start in this time period. We are one province smaller because Pisa does still exist. We have been rivaled by Ferrara, Mantua, and the Papal States. Another thing that makes this a little bit more difficult is there's a lot more OPMs in Italy, which means a lot more countries that can join these trade leagues. So we will need to keep an eye out for that as well. We're not going to be declaring the State Restrictive Appeals. We're going to try and work our way to getting the Pope friendly with us. That's going to take us a little bit of effort. We're basically going to need to outgrow him. We will summon a diet and go for whichever agenda best suits us. I'm thinking we will go for the Diplo rep with 2 allies, because we are going to be allying some countries right away if possible. We'll see some crownlands, and then we will give out the +1 mana privileges, because that is the best way to start the game, especially when you're a small country that can expand quickly, because you will grow your crownlands very fast. Other than that, I will give out religious diplomats. That should help us get some allies, and I don't know if I'm going to give out anything else immediately. We will give out supremacy over the council. And, oh yeah, the other ones I want to give out is clerical ministers, clerical advisory council, which is different in this mod. It just gives you a 10% reduction in your advisor cost. It also reduces your stab modifier instead of increasing it, and gives you additional advisor cost reduction based on crown land ownership. So we will also be giving out these privileges as well. And finally, I will give out patronage of the arts as well. I don't know if I want to go indebted to the burghers just yet. I would like to grow a little bit so we can get some bigger loans. Okay, other than that, let's see here. We can't stab up yet. The policies also work differently in the age of feudalism, so you get access to 2 policies, and you have a various list of bonuses. Some of them are straight bonuses, some of them are bonuses with some negatives to varying degrees. I'm definitely going to give out the +1 diplomat and improve relations. That's going to be very useful for us. I'll also give out the Republican tradition and re-election cost, because that's going to be useful for us as well. Military-wise, I don't think we really need a military policy right away. The leaders is alright. Cavalry cost, ship stuff we can't even access yet. Fort defense is meh. I mean, I guess it might. No, I'm not even on the border with any of my rivals, so it wouldn't even reduce the cost of my maintenance. We don't want to do anything to increase war exhaustion. But yeah, they are very interesting, and depending on what country you're playing, you can get some nice bonuses out of these. I'm actually going to give out this one, which is going to let us get 2 more free policies as opposed to spending mana points on these. And we're going to give out concessions to the estates, which will give us an increase to our estate loyalty equilibrium. And then I don't think we need another admin one right now. We don't want missionary strength or missionaries. Cost of advisor roles culture could be interesting, but losing 2 possible advisors is a little rough. This one also could be interesting. It would increase the cost of our advisors while also giving us more advisor options and monthly splendor. I have talked myself into doing this one yet because I'm probably not going to be getting any advisors right away, and that extra splendor should help, as well as giving us an opportunity to get good advisors when we finally have the economy to hold them. So there's that. Do we have any claims to start with? I don't believe we do. No, we do not. So we are going to need to make our own claims. That was one of the reasons to get the extra diplomats. Let's see who wants to ally us. And that is not very pretty. A lot of small countries. So I am going to target countries that are a little bit farther away, that could potentially help out in the short term, but I don't want to rely on. So these are mostly places we're going to be expanding to eventually, but not in the immediate future. So let's go for Trent. And then we will simulate to the 27th. And we will also go for Montferrat. Alright. And then we are going to want to start. So they already got an ally in Augsburg. They have already allied Naples. You are allied to the Papal States. Bologna is all alone. So Bologna, we are targeting you. We are building a spy network on them. And let's also build a spy network on Pisa. Those 2 targets we should be able to get pretty fast. Are there any worthwhile advisors? I probably should have checked to see. Now, we do have a Diplo rep guy, but he is pretty pricey. All of our options are going to be Tuscan right now. He would pay for himself a little bit, but not much. You 10 more trade bonus. Once again, kind of the same there. And I don't think we want to go for anything like that right now. So we got our 2 allies, which will give us a +1 Diplo bonus. Let's see if anyone bigger is willing to join in. Someone like Saxony is intriguing, or the Palatinate. 6K, 5K. I think I'll just stick with my small allies for the time being. And then we are going to improve relations with the Emperor. And also, let's take a look at big countries. Who is kind of close? Aragon, Naples. I may go for like Hungary. Yeah, let's go for Hungary as well. So we'll improve relations with them and see what we can do with those allies. So we're going to speed up the clock and let our spy networks build up, let our relations build up with those countries, and see where we're at. I am not going to select any rivals yet. I would like to wait until I'm about to declare a war. So, alright. Let's get this going. So once I am close to getting my claim on these guys, you know, I probably should have accepted that one royal marriage, but that's fine. Yeah, once we're close to getting our claim on these guys, we will recruit a free company. But for now, we want to let our money build up. $1306. Hopefully they don't get an ally. Okay, I think that is a good spot. So we will pause and let's get ourselves the free company. We will use them to siege forts, and we will use our main army to fight. I will go ahead and give my roller military command. Not super good, but better than nothing. Okay. Okay, they did get an ally in Verona, so that is a little annoying. Does Verona have any allies? They are allied to Ferrara. We'll go ahead and fabricate our claim on Bologna. And then we will recall our diplomat. Let's just check to do our due diligence and see if we can get either of those alliances. We cannot. What about a royal marriage? We could royal marry Hungary, which will push us closer to getting our alliance with them. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I can get my alliance, so I do want to get that alliance together before I declare this next war. Okay, so we will ally them now. And now let's declare on Bologna. So they still only have the ally of Verona. If I co-belligerate them, Ferrara would come in. I don't want to fight that. That is too much. And here we go. Send in both units. We should crush their army. I will pull my army back for now. We're going to turn our fort back off so we can keep gaining our income. Losing 25 government reform progress right away is not that great, but I can at least expand administration a little bit since I would lose the points anyway. And now we just need to keep an eye on Verona to see if they get military access. This is actually a pretty good opportunity. There we go. I do have a military access map mode, so we'll just keep an eye on them, see if they get access through anybody. The Pope excommunicated us. That is not good. We will just spend 23 ducats to get rid of that. Two papal influence. Oh, they came down. That pop-up killed me. Okay, there we go. Take care of the army. Let's get up on to Verona. There we go. And now it's just a matter of sieging these provinces. I can actually take like one of these units and bring them down here. Oh, nope, military access is gone. Never mind. In due time, these guys will get enough units that they can finish this siege. We'll work on this siege up here. My plan is to vassalize Yeah, vassalize Verona. Milan will give me access, so let's ask Milan for access. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to vassalize Verona, and we will take Bologna. Now I could... So Ferrara has declared a war on them. Ferrara has Moderna as well. So I could also choose to vassalize Bologna, which would be an interesting choice. Oh, we can go ahead and stake our claim on Pisa. And let's just go ahead and make sure they do still have their one ally, and that's it. We're going to swap and start building up a spy network on Urbino and on Perugia. We want to take as many of these provinces in our immediate vicinity as possible. Every single one we take is going to be useful for us. I will just take the 23 ducats and lose the Republican tradition. The siege of Bologna is over, so let's bring this guy up here. Actually, we'll come down here. And yeah, what we're going to do is, if I separate piece them, that's actually a big coalition. So we will not be taking them right now. We'll just get trade power, war reps, money, and some prestige. And then here, if I vassalize them, no coalition, I will take all of their money, and we will immediately get a war with Ferrara. And the best part of this war is we can call in our allies, and I am definitely calling in Hungary. And, I mean, I might as well call in Montferrat as well. No reason not to. The more ability to siege, the better. And there we are. So this war will be interesting. If I were to take Ferrara, I could take them. If I were to take Moderna, though, I would take a pretty large coalition. So I might just take Ferrara in this war. I could also vassalize them. If I vassalize them, though, this is a personal union. I believe that would break if I vassalize them. Let's recall our diplomat from Bohemia. Are they in range to be allied? They are not. That is a little disappointing. I am also going to look to ally the big boys in Italy. So we'll start improving relations with them as well. Hungary is going to be our rock for a little bit. Not long, though. Hungary will be useful for the short term. Once the Ottomans start rolling, they're going to crush Byzantium, Serbia. They're just going to roll their way up through here, and then they're going to crush Hungary too. So, in my experiences playing this mod, Hungary grows fast. We do want to drop our fort again for the time being. Yeah, we'll let our subjects and allies handle this siege. I'll just take the prestige hit for now. We're at a point now economically where we should be able to handle some advisors. I just don't know if I want to. I could look to do a stab boost. Will cost 107. We could get a 10% discount on it. Were there any... No, there is no... No Master of the Mint, so no fishing for radical reforms. But I think I am going to take these two guys, or maybe the Improved Relations guy would be better, actually. So we're still making a little bit of money for the time being. Alright, Siena has joined a trade league led by Genoa. It's not a surprise. That happens a lot. Okay, the Siege of Ferrara is over. We'll bring our free company in. Piece them out. If I take Ferrara, no coalition. If I take Moderna, quite the coalition. So let's avoid a coalition for now. We'll just take Ferrara. And then, what if I vassalize them? A little smaller, but still quite large. So yeah, we'll take Ferrara and take a bunch of money and have these guys give up their claim just for posterity. And I think that is good for me. Are these guys in the HRE? They're not, so I can fabricate these claims now. That is why dealing with these two is actually quite painful, because they are both in the HRE. So I'll get a diplomat back. Let's go ahead and piece these guys out. Take their money, take their land, call it a day. We now have a port. So that is useful for us. We can go ahead and core up that land. I will go ahead and boost my stability. And I did forget to use my rivals like I was planning. Alright, so these guys are allied to Mantua. These guys are allied to Lucca. These guys are just allied to Augsburg. So if I go to Lucca and what is this? Urbino, I cannot do Urbino. Could do Perugia. Well, I could at least get a humiliation off on Lucca. If I do these two, I could do Perugia and Mantua. Okay, let's do that. So, Perugia, Mantua. Okay, this peace deal was done. And now we are going to attack you. Do I want to do a show strength on them, or do I want to... Let's do that. We'll do a show strength. Not going to co-belligerate those guys. Crush that army. Go crush Mantua's army. Okay, these guys have a fort here. These guys do not. So let's send these guys down this way. I could call in Montferrat. I'm going to call them in for the sole fact that they're going to give me a little bit more manpower for the sieging. Okay, now, age is reformed. Perfect. Let's see here. Advisor cost until the end of the age and Diplo relations. I think that's probably going to be what we go for right away. Admin efficiency, governing capacity, very good. State edict, yes. Monthly autonomy change, minimum autonomy territories, also useful, but we're going to hold off on that one. Institution spread, I'm not worried about institutions at the moment. Production and construction cost, pretty useful, but once again, a little iffy. Feudal contract, income from vassals, vassal force limit contribution, liberty desiring subjects, that is going to be good in a little while. Like I said, large royal court, definitely looking towards that one. Cavalry supremacy, maybe. Mercenary bands also could be useful. I'm going to be using mercenaries quite a bit in the early game. Siege ability, also useful. Expand administration costs, states governing costs, not really going to be using any missionaries or anything in the near future. Prestige and Republican tradition could be useful, but not right now. Production efficiency and trade efficiency and merchant, not bad. Production efficiency and national manpower modifier, once again, not bad. Diplo reputation, chance of new heir, monthly heir claim increase, maybe. Spy stuff, not really looking for that right now. Movement speed, meh. Secure castles, once again, meh. And yeah, we're going to go for large royal court. So cheaper advisors, that brings them down into the 50 range, makes them much more affordable. We can go ahead and turn this castle back off. Save that money. Pisa joined a trade league. That's annoying. So who is all in Genoa's trade league? Pisa, Siena, Montferrat, Geneva, and Nice. They're also allied with Sicily and Venice. Very annoying. I'm going to go ahead and consider improving relations with Naples as well. Like I said, the big boys in Italy will be useful while we work on the small guys. I already got my claim on these guys, right? Yes, I did. So I guess I'll keep staking claims. I should tell Bologna to do a little bit of those claimings where they can. It'll just help out in the short term. And yeah, let's start building up a spy network on Siena. And then yeah, as soon as that's done, pull our army off, and we can have these guys peace out. We'll pull this guy off of Siena for a little bit. We're going to humiliate these guys. We're going to get war reps, trade power, and some money. Apparently that, like, half an extra ducat is too much for them. Too rich for their blood. And as soon as we can do this, we will show strength on these guys. Let's recall our diplomat from Milan. Let's get our guy back over here on Siena. I do want to dissolve this alliance. Oh, did they already break it? I guess they already broke it. That's fine. Let's recall that diplomat. We'll also improve relations with Aragon. And then also with Switzerland. It's going to be very important to keep our relations high with countries and do everything that we can. We got to do our due diligence to stay on top of things. If we're going to grow Venice, or grow Florence, we're going to want to make sure we are staying nice and strong. So, oh, we wanted to show strength on these guys. We'll call you back for the time being. Show strength is nice. It gets you 100 of each mana point, and, or no. Yeah, 100 of each mana point. They'll lose 20 prestige, and we also get 30 power projection, and they lose 30 power projection. So, now that we are in the 80s, we're going to have those +1 mana points for each mana for a little while. Now, I believe we do not start with the institution. There are more institutions since the timeline is extended. We need to get mercantilism locked down. We're at 65% right now in our capital. We'll let that grow over time. We will attack these guys next. Is Luke in a trade league? They are not. They're guaranteed by Milan, though. First things first. Let's ally Savoy. You guys don't want an alliance, but I bet if I royal marry you, I could get one. And you guys really don't want an alliance, so yeah, let's royal marry Naples. We are going to dissolve our alliance with Montferrat. They are no longer useful. Oh, I totally missed that. We can get more crownlands, so we'll summon a diet. Take whatever agenda best suits us. A half price improved relations guy, I will take that. And then let's seize lands. You guys are who I need to improve with, so we'll improve with you. We can pull off this guy. We're going to secure our alliance with Naples. So now we have a big guy on each side of Italy, plus Hungary defending us, as well as our vassal in Bologna. And now let's go ahead and attack Urbino. And I could co-belligerate these guys. Milan would not join in. I could consider giving Naples some of the Papal States' land, but I don't think so. I think we can handle these guys with if we don't call in the Papal States. I'm just going to humiliate Lucca, and that should be more than enough for us. I'm going to take Urbino. I don't know if I'm going to vassalize these guys or just take the land. It's probably going to depend on the AE, but that sounds like a plan. Let's get in there. So we'll attack Lucca, and then we will attack Urbino. And then we will send... Oh, let's go finish off their army. And then we can send these guys here, keep these guys here. And there we go, another War 1. Let's go ahead and turn down that fort. I think I'll actually vassalize Urbino, probably because... Let's see here. Coalition Mantua. So we'll start improving with them just to get them out of any potential coalition. But if I vassalize them, I get access to their fleet. And then when I integrate them, I get their ships for free. These guys, very costly to vassalize. Could consider it. I would need a lot of relations improving going on, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to humiliate them and call it a day there. So let's see, let's improve with Mantua. It is going to be very worthwhile to keep our relations up with our neighbors in the short term so that we can grow faster. But I think that's a good play. I mean, you know, we'll wait till the end of this war, I think. Let's keep it going a little bit longer. Do a little bit longer of a starting episode. Padua has allied Mantua. Wait, is that what it said? No, Lucca. Sure, we'll go ahead and accept this petition. Why not? We've been excommunicated again. We're just going to spend 30 ducats again to buy indulgence for our sins. That's going to keep the Pope off our backs and let us grow. So we're now at 8. If we get a... This would be 9, 10. If I focus, we would get +2. So I could get this up to 12 to complete our first mission. We don't have any loans right now, so that all sounds good. So let's bring in Marco Tonelli for the time being. Oh, no, that's only 11. Oh! Cost 123 to upgrade. Okay, so Lucca, you're out. We're going to humiliate them, take all their money, war reps, trade power. I can't get all their money. They can keep their trade power. We'll just do that. Let's make sure we have our claim on Siena. Call this guy back. We will peace out these boys right here. And that will let us upgrade this guy to get this mission done. Oh, Savoy's capital is not in Italy. Okay, we'll make that work. So we'll get the Italian League shortly. Let's bring back these guys, get them onto here. We don't want to lose our progress on that siege. I do want to immediately get rid of this guy, though, and let's get this half-price guy. We can pull our main forces off of here now and let the Free Company handle the siege. 16 ducats for a half-price level 2 mill advisor. Let's see, he would cost me like 1.5 ducats. I can't afford him anyway, so we'll just decline the offer. We are going to want to get our hands on mercantilism shortly. Let's see here. Smugglers running rampant. Well, the thing is, now that we've done this, what are our loan sizes? 28. It's still not ideal. We'll just take a normal loan. I might even take on a second one, but nah, we'll be fine. Siege is over with Urbino. We're going to once again, we're going to vassalize them and take all of their money. No coalition. And then getting our hands on them, we can A, embrace mercantilism. B, take all 3 techs. And C, we can do strong duchies. Which will give us some more relations limit. And then we will improve with our subject countries. And then finally, we need another ally in Italy to complete this next mission. So, which countries count? Aquila would count, and they will ally me. That'll let us complete the Italian League, which will give us claims on all the Tuscan provinces. So, good show there. Oh, I didn't realize I have a castle up here. It is a farmlands province. I forgot Ferrara has a castle. That castle's useless. That's where all our money was going. Alright, so I think that's a good place to end the episode. We will plan our next route of expansion in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you enjoyed the episode, I'd appreciate a like. If you really enjoyed the episode, I would appreciate a subscription. And I really hope to see you back for the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.